blah. Y'all already know what it is. Your boy Yaakov, what it do? The outlet to reality, the holders podcast in Vegas and Chicago. What up? This is the place where you want to hide from your drama or maybe hide from your baby mama. Aha, just kidding. But anyways, fans, thank you for staying tuned. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Ching! And today we have a very special guest, my favorite YouTuber ever. And for real, I had to bring her back. And guess what, y'all? He's the head of the House of Nightmares and Gossip Closet on YouTube. Give it up for Edgar-O. What's up?
Hey, how are you?
Doing good, man. I'm so happy. We got to meet up again. It's been 10 months, so it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Wow, 10 months. That's a long time.
Right?
It honestly feels like it was just maybe like 3 months ago, but not like 10 months ago. That's crazy.
Right. And tell me why I didn't know what to wear today. I was like, I hope he wears the same color as me. So I was looking in my closet and we're wearing pink.
That's crazy. Yeah, I was like, I have so much clothes, but I didn't want to overdo it. Like I'm going to the club. I wanted to keep it simple. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wear my favorite sweater, which is a pink sweater. It's this one right here.
And you're not gonna believe this. This is my favorite pink sweater.
Oh wow. Gray minds think alike.
There you go. I love it.
Yes.
So, yo, I want to share a story. It's a true story that happened. So, for those who don't know, a little back, I was getting ready for an interview with Alex Vincent, who is Andy from Child's Play, and I was so nervous. I didn't know who to go to. I was freaking out. I was panicking. I was sweating. I was even writing in a piece of paper. What am I gonna ask him? And he's messaged me every day, and I'm like, oh, man, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I hope I don't mess up, look like a fool. First person that came in my head was Edgar-O. I had to. He was the only person I feel like he understands, and he's like the wise. I feel like you're so wise. I had
Yeah.
to come to you, and so I messaged Edgar-O, and I was like, look, I'm sorry to bother, but I got this interview with Alex Vincent, and I don't know what to say. Anything you can, share or, what I could say and tell him and not give away too much about the series. And I was so happy that end of the night, I got a message. Boop. And it wasn't just one message. It was a couple messages. And I was like, whoa. And I checked who it was, right? It was my favorite YouTuber. And I was like, yes. And so I saw it and I was so happy. And honestly, I loved your feedback because everything you said about, don't try to ask like what scene that he likes. Oh no, what scene was his favorite because we haven't seen it yet. Is giving
Right.
away too much. I think you did a great job and I appreciate that. I feel like as someone who's still growing in the entertainment industry, I feel like it's okay to have a mentor. And I feel like honestly, you have been like a coach and a mentor in my life, even though I can't see you, but I feel
Right.
like spiritually you're there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like I get when you say you get nervous because it's kind of like when I went to Los Angeles to the premiere of the movie Blind, and I got the chance to interview the director Marcel Walls, who when I first before interviewing him, I was introduced to him, and he was such a nice guy. He was really friendly. So it's like that was pretty much my, I guess what you would call my first big interview. So I was like nervous, and obviously it was cut off. But as I'm interviewing him, I messed up, and I kind of froze, and I was like, and everybody behind the scenes were like, relax, don't panic. My assistant was like, relax, you're good, and then his assistant was like, just take a deep breath, just like it was kind of embarrassing because we were like literally filming. So I get when you say you need that, that kind of like that mentor that helps you kind of ease that um those nerves that kicks in, so I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I thank you because I felt like when I did the interview, it went more smoothly, and I feel like he actually had fun after I did the episode. he actually spoke to me for an extra 30 minutes, and we were just like talking about life. And he was like, man, I'm gonna be honest, I really enjoy your podcast. You made me laugh. And he's like, to be real with you, I think you have something. He's like, keep going, keep going.
Yeah.
And I was, I gotta give you credit. I mean, you definitely gave me that confidence I needed, and that preparation. There you go, preparation. And
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. So I'm very grateful for that. And Edgar, I want to ask you something that I think my fans and your fans are curious. I think no one has ever asked you. I'm going to be the first, I hope. So the first,
Okay.
one of the biggest questions that I've always wanted is, how did you meet your soulmate, your husband?
So we've actually been together for 13 years, and we met. If believe it or not, we met on MySpace back in MySpace days. So to long story short, because this story is really really long. I mean, 13 years. Um, I was dating somebody at that time, and we were together for 9 months. And then this person completely just broke up with me, but without saying like, "Oh, it's over." Literally overnight, there was no text messages, no phone calls. You wouldn't answer my text, nothing. So I'm clueless as to like, wait, what's going on? And it pretty much just left me in the, and up in the air. So couple of months later, I find out he's dating another guy. And I'm like, I don't get it. I'm literally depressed, heartbroken. This was the first time that I actually got like really, really heartbroken. And so fast forward, that guy that he was dating is the guy who turned out to be my husband. And I never liked him because of that, because he dated someone that I was in love with. And I guess they broke up, it didn't work out. And he would always hit my husband now. He would send me messages saying like, "Oh, we should hang out." And I would always think, "Oh, I think these two are trying to set me up." I don't know why, but I think these two are setting me up. And I would always be like, "No, I'm straight, I'm cool." Or maybe one day, sure, sure, why not? But he just kept insisting like, "We should hang out, we should hang out." And then I would keep eyes on both of them, and I noticed that they had broken up. So I'm like, you know what? If I never give this guy a chance, he's never gonna leave me alone. Like I'm never gonna get him off my back. So I decided, you know what? All right, we'll hang out. I'll come pick you up. But I was very cautious, and the rest is history.
Whoa, that is wild.
Yeah.
Wow. It's amazing. And look at now, you guys are like together. Like that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
And do you remember where you guys went out to eat? Like, was there like a specific restaurant you had to, I don't know if you picked it, but
No, no, no. So I do remember the first day we met. The first day we met, I still remember that like it was yesterday. So, like you were young, we didn't have a job. My car that I had at the time was my parents bought it for me for my birthday. So that was literally the only thing that I had for myself, which was the car. And so I ended up picking him up, and we just hung out. We went, we were hanging out at the park, and then from the park we were hanging out at his friend's house, and we were just literally talking all night, like literally till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And but we didn't do nothing fancy because we were broke. We didn't have money. Literally we had not a penny to our names.
oh, that's wow. That's amazing.
Yeah,
That means he's been your ride or die, because
yeah,
before you had that YouTube, he already loved you from the
yeah.
beginning.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and you know what? It's funny because we have so much in common. I didn't know that at that time, before we even became friends first, he used to like to make movies. He would always film himself making like little movies, music videos, and I was always doing the same thing. I was always maybe at that time we were just friends, but we noticed that he liked horror movies, I liked horror movies. He liked the same type of music, I liked the same type of music, the same food. So it was pretty much like we were so compatible with each other. And I think that's why it's lasted 13 years.
Wow. No, that's amazing. I'm always inspired that if anybody who's in a relationship and they last so long, like 13 years, that's amazing. You beat my record.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't beat that yet. I only did
yeah,
four, and then that, it didn't work out. But
yeah.
but don't no, that's amazing. And I have to ask. So when you started your YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Was there times where you felt like, of course it had to be where you were feeling doubts and what's it called, thinking twice, like should I keep doing it? Like your husband definitely had to support you 100%. Like what did he say, or what did you guys used to do, like to get each other up, like come on, you got this, like was there anything or
Well, let me tell you something. This is the way I see it now. If I could tell this to my younger self back in the days, it would have helped a lot. So I always say this: don't wait for someone to encourage you or inspire you or give you that push. It is nice to have that, but don't wait for that person, because if you wait for a person or that someone to to give you that push or to give you that motivation, if you wait for that person and that person or whoever it is, whether it's a friend, a cousin, a family member, whoever it is, if you're waiting for that person and that person never comes, you're never going to be happy. You have to first inspire yourself and motivate yourself. Once you inspire and you motivate yourself, the extra people around you is just an extra boost. Is that extra confidence that you get. It's just an extra part. For me, of course, there was always times where I'm like this is not happening. Like, like I don't think I'm ever gonna be a YouTuber. And I never thought I was gonna be a YouTuber. I started YouTube because at the time when YouTube first started, you needed to be 18 and older to watch like graphic videos. So that's why I made a YouTube account to watch graphic videos or rated R videos. And then it became I started doing music. I started writing music and I wanted to do music videos. I didn't do music and I didn't do music videos as a career. I did it as a hobby because I love writing music. I like the the going to the studio and recording music. It's not something that I wanted to pursue as a career. I never wanted to be a rapper or a singer, but I like that self-expression. It started off more when I started doing the Chucky videos, when I realized that a lot of people wanted to see that. And it just, I don't know, like it just literally took from there. And I started telling myself like this is something that I want to do. Like it's something that it's always been a passion of mine, which is filming. I've always liked filming. From the if I was able to show you videos that I have of myself when I was, I don't know, 12, 13 years old, I still have those videos in those little cassettes. I still have videos of me recreating movie scenes. So I've always had a passion for filming and being in front of a camera, not to be like a show off or anything, but I've always liked that. So when I did my first Chucky video, that's when it kind of clicked in my brain. Like, I want to do this. I want to review movies, horror movies. I want to show people the stuff that I buy, because a lot of people seem to relate to a lot of the things that I have. So it just kind of started from there, but the motivation was always there, you know?
wow, no, that's good. I like what you said. You gotta take care of yourself, you gotta inspire yourself, you gotta focus. Everybody else, you're just extra, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because it is true, at the end of the day, you have to remember, these are your goals, these are your
Yeah.
dreams, and you gotta just put the work to it, just hustle, just keep
It's
going.
all about tunnel vision. You got to have tunnel vision. If you get distracted just a single bit, that can really ruin your whole plan. It takes that single distraction to literally distract you. You have to have tunnel vision, no matter the circumstances. If it's something that you're passionate about, you have to stay focused. Um, Not to get too personal, but when I was doing my YouTube, when I first started doing YouTube and I was barely doing it, my brother had passed away. So, and nobody knew that I was still filming and editing, because you get on camera and you don't see that. And there has been a couple of videos where I did talk about it, but sometimes you gotta remember, no matter what the circumstances is, the world is not gonna stop spinning for you or for your situations. You gotta kind of embrace what life throws at you, and you gotta pick yourself back up, no matter how bad the circumstances is or how sad a circumstances is. You always gotta try to look at the positive side. And I'm telling you this as an experience. I've gone through so much stuff. If you see some of my videos, I would tell you before this video, I was probably crying for 30 long minutes because of personal stuff that I was going through. But nobody would ever know that, because you wipe up your tears, you get yourself together, and you get in front of a camera and you do what motivates you to do what you do, and that's pretty much me. And sometimes you got to be honest with yourself first.
I like that. I like that. No, this is deep and it's true. Like behind the camera, no one really knows how you feel.
Right.
It's kind of like when these big time like celebrities that post like an Instagram post, right? We don't really know how they're feeling when they post that little picture, right? And honestly, that's the thing. Like, and I never seen it that way. I really like what you said. Like, the world is still gonna keep going, no matter what's your situation. You still gotta keep living. You gotta keep
Yeah.
doing what you do. And I really like what you said. And uh, now to change it just a little bit, I want to talk about, because I saw your post on the Snapchat. I had to watch it. I went click. There's a part where you said how you were so happy that you had 75,000 views on Gossip Closet. And I thought that was amazing. And I gotta ask, what do you think made that video pop more? Like, what was it different you feel?
Well, okay. So the video that I posted on Snapchat with the 75,000 views, it's not for one video, it's for the channel. It's like the whole channel all in once, and I got the notification from YouTube, because YouTube usually sends you like, oh, congratulations, your channel has achieved this much. And I got that notification because I literally had that YouTube channel for since July. So it's been 5 months. And to have accomplished that in just 5 months, personally for me, I think that's great. That's amazing. I mean, I do have the House of Nightmares, which is about to hit 40,000 subscribers. And now I have the Gossip Closet, which is like I'm building it from the ground up. But I have the House of Nightmares that it's already up here. It's not where I want it to be just yet, but yeah, to have that, I guess, success right now in under 5 months, it's something to be proud, because not a lot of people have been able to accomplish that. And it takes a lot of time. Trust me, having two YouTube accounts, it takes a long, 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 long time.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that does that. I think that's like a lot of work because I know you edit all your videos. So how do you sleep? You don't say you got to edit both.
You don't. You don't. Like, sometimes you got to do sacrifices, like sometimes you want to go out on a Friday night, you want to go out on a Saturday night, but you got to stay consistency. You got to keep posting. And it's something that I'm passionate about. It's not just so much about being relevant. It's something that I'm passionate about. It's something that I like doing. I like um giving advice. I like talking about perfumes and Chucky dolls. I like doing both. So when I get in front of a camera and I talk to people about the new fragrance that just came out, it excites me. Like, it makes me happy, because I know somebody in the other side of the camera watching is probably just as excited as I am, or is probably looking for that perfume. And um I'm probably the only person who's reviewed it. Like, when Kim Kardashian came out with her latest perfumes, nobody on YouTube made a video on it. I was the only person that made a YouTube. So a lot of people were like sending me messages saying, literally, you're the only person that has uh, um, a review on these perfumes, and I've been looking for somebody to give me their opinion. So it's stuff like that that inspires me and motivates me. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta sacrifice some things to do what you like the most. And for me, it's filming, editing. Sometimes I'll be up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning editing for both channels. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of time consuming. But if that's your passion, you're just gonna do it. You're gonna find time.
Wow. And can I ask you something? How did you get that Latino um YouTuber on your channel? Like how did you guys collab? Because I saw the first time it was in Spanish and English because you were translating for
Yeah,
your fans. How did you guys make it happen? You look like so dope, like the collab. I was like, oh
yeah.
Sam.
You said about Louis the videos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is okay. You kind of gotta ride this train with me. So Louis the videos first sent me a message quite a long time ago because I had made a YouTube channel pretty much saying I know there's other YouTube Chucky videos out there, but there's only one Coca-Cola bottle. And it was a little bit of a, like a little bit of a cocky moment, I guess you can say, but I wasn't trying to bring nobody down. I was just saying like, you know, before me there was other YouTubers who were making Chucky videos. There was only two of them. And then they stopped making Chucky videos. They literally disappeared. They stopped making Chucky videos. And then I started doing them. And I kind of do feel like I kind of brought up that momentum again, of making Chucky videos and Chucky dolls. If you look at other Chucky YouTubers, they literally mention their videos after my name. Like I'll be like my Chucky doll collection update. And then you'll go to their videos and it'll be like my Chucky doll collection updates. So it's like they do it after me. And so Louis the videos was one of the people who saw that video. And I don't know if he thought that maybe I was talking about him because he was doing Chucky videos in Spanish. But what I really, really like and appreciate so much about this guy is that he was so open and so honest and said, hey, I just want to say, you are the reason why I'm doing Chucky videos. You are the reason why I started doing my Chucky collection because you inspire me. Like I see your videos and it was something that I wanted to do. It was something that I felt like I could do. So I just really want to tell you that you inspire me. You're the reason why I'm doing this. And I feel like maybe I should do them in Spanish because we do have a Hispanic audience that watches Chucky and Chucky videos. And so from that moment right there showed how much of a humble person he really is and how much of a real I'm gonna say he's a real man for saying that to me. Him being a heterosexual man saying it to someone like myself. It just takes a lot of I don't know. I don't want to sound too too political, but he just was very humble about it. He was very humble and honest about it. And ever since then, we have always stayed in touch. We always stayed in contact, and we just decided like, hey, we should do a collab. We should definitely get together, and it just happened, naturally and mutually.
Wow. No, I thought that was awesome. I thought definitely like, hearing that episode that you had him on and it was in Spanish really was like a big whoa for me because I'm like, yo, my Latinos are being heard too, because
Yeah,
Spanish is part of our culture. And I always
right,
say that, Spanish is in a way it's a tool because you can communicate to not only so some people they only speak English, it's only to a small group, but
right,
Spanish is international. You could take it
right.
anywhere, so to hear that and I was like, oh my, I was so happy. I was just like, man, I almost dropped my phone when I was watching that episode.
Mhm.
But I'm really proud of you. I do feel like that was definitely hands down like amazing, and I give you props. And I really like it. Like I lost words. See, like that's how good it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, is there anybody else that you're trying to collab with, like in the future?
Um, to be honest with you, if you're talking about the gossip closet and having people for the gossip closet, not someone specifically that comes to mind, but there is another YouTuber who I really love and respect. Her name is Tattoo Barbie. She's another one that shows a lot of love and support. She's someone who is into Chucky and everything in the horror, and she's always been a full supporter. So she would probably be someone that I would love to do a collab with one day. So yeah, maybe it'll happen.
Ooh, okay, all right. I like that. I like that. Now, I have to ask about your merch because I love it. Like I ain't gonna lie. I love the sweater. I love the design. I like it, the color.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna put you on the spot because
Oh,
a lot of people always tell me this. They always are
okay.
like, oh, I want to know where's your merch. Where?
You got me right. Hey, but look. Even though you got me right there with the right hook, but I'm gonna be honest. I haven't had
Uh-huh.
any. I'm gonna be real. Can I be honest with you?
Okay.
So this time, and I'm gonna be real. I had a lot of stuff happening personally with the family
Yeah.
financially,
Yeah.
and I felt like that's been like where my money's been going. I'm not trying to like go around
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
bush.
Yeah.
This is real life, and
Yeah.
not even my fans know this. And I feel like that's what I'm gonna be honest. Like now I'm getting back to the rhythm. I'm definitely gonna buy your merch, and I'm gonna prove it when I buy it. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, now I
Yeah.
got it." But it just, I feel like, to be real, right? Sometimes you have to sacrifice, right? Like if things are in need, you gotta kind of take a
Uh,
step back. Don't get me wrong. Like for Black Friday, Hanukkah, well, Christmas is coming up. I didn't buy anything. I'm gonna be honest. First time ever. So that tells you right there, like I just didn't have the money, but I will, brother. Don't worry. The time is coming. I know it will. And
which one out of my merch is your favorite design?
it's the hard one. I think it's the hard one with the red. Like it's like red
You
and
talking
blue.
about wait, you're talking about the Valentine's Day one
The
with the
Valentine's.
Tiffany?
Yes, the Valentine's.
Oh, okay, the Eat Your Heart Out.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
Okay.
And I know you did a Instagram video live. You're like, if you can answer this question, I'm gonna buy the first three people that answer. I forgot what was the question you asked. I don't know if it was a quote or
It was yeah. It was because somebody said which one was my least favorite Chucky movie. And I said, if you don't know this, you haven't been watching me. And then I said, can you guys help this person out? And then five people like right away said Cito Chucky. And then I said, oh, you know what? Just because of that, I'm gonna hook you guys up with t-shirts. So yeah.
so you see, I missed it. I was so close. I was like, man, I better win. And I messaged. And the moment I did it, it was too late. And I saw and I was like, oh, that would have been my opportunity. But you see, I've been following you. I was
Right.
hoping I was gonna win.
I'm gonna send you a Valentine's t-shirt.
Oh, thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
gonna send so you gotta send me your address or your PO box. I'm gonna send you one because I want you to have one.
Oh, thank you, thank you. This really means a lot for me. Like honestly, it'll be like a Christmas gift. So I really or Hanukkah gift, but I really appreciate that. That's very very kind of you. I can't wait.
Of
I'm
course.
gonna show it off. You're gonna see me with my TikTok. I'll be like, yeah. but
Yes.
but no, for real, for real. I'm really proud of you, and I think having a merch is a big deal because anybody and there's people they love clothing, and I think that
Mhm.
especially right now in the fall time, Chicago's kind of cold.
Oh yeah, kinda. No, it's very cold.
What everybody's wanting to ask is, what is your final thoughts of season 2 of the Chucky TV series?
Season two. Wow. I'm excited. I'm really really pumped for this, and I'm really really excited. I honestly I feel like they can make really big changes with season two. I think they can really push their boundaries with this season. So I'm all here for it. I'm gonna be open minded about it, but I'm super super excited for it.
And what are your predictions of what's gonna happen? I gotta hear this.
I watched your podcast that you did with Alex, and I know you had told him that about a theory that I had. I guess that's not gonna happen. Um, it's this can go left because like with the Nika situation, how they chopped off her arms and her legs. I think they're gonna try to do something with that. A lot of Chucky fans are saying that they're probably gonna do like a voodoo spell where they'll probably put like doll parts on her and something crazy like that. I don't. I mean, with the Chucky series, anything goes. But I don't. You know what? That's really a good one because I really don't know what's gonna happen. But I do think Glenn and Glenda are coming back. I definitely do see them two coming back, and I think they're gonna do something about Tiffany and being her own little cult of Tiffany's. I hope not, but I think that's probably what they'll do.
And do you think the professor, Miss, I forgot her name, the bio teacher, you
Yeah,
think that's Glenda?
I think that's Glenda.
Yes, I thought I was the only one going crazy. That has to
No,
be
I think
Glenda
that's Glenda. Yeah, it has
because
to be.
right? Because here's the thing: the officer, the detective that died, I forgot her name. She says, looking at your juvie records, right there, I already knew that was Glenda.
Yeah, I don't know. She just acts very suspicious, and then the curly red hair. I think at the end of season one, they try to play it off like, oh, it's not her because she's at the cemetery, looking all like she's so nice. But I think they're trying to throw us off by eliminating the fact that she could possibly be Glenda. But you can't fool us. You can't fool us. So I think that's eventually gonna be Glenda.
I love it. I love it. And here's my thing too. So I think in the ride with Andy, right? And Tiffany's there, remember? This
Yeah.
this is what I think. Andy's gonna do what she says and somehow throw the doll Tiffany outside the window somehow. And they're gonna fight, and the boxes are gonna come out of the truck and they're gonna attack Andy. And I think Andy's gonna like run. I don't know how he's gonna run, but he's gonna escape. But it's gonna look like Andy died, but he didn't
Hmm.
because all the Chuckies are attacking him. And I feel like he eventually reaches back to Jake to tell Jake that, yo, I wasn't able to stop them.
I think that's a good. That's actually a bride of Chucky when Chucky and Tiffany kidnapped that couple, and Tiffany's making cookies, and the guy ends up kicking Chucky out of the van,
Yeah.
and the girl throws Tiffany in the oven. That right scene that you're talking about, it kind of reminds me like something that could happen like that. So I'm more interested to know what the hell's going to happen with Kyle. Like what happened to Kyle?
Oh, man, it breaks my heart. I think Kyle is gonna have like a half burn face from the booby trap.
Yeah,
We know she's still alive because you see
yeah,
her hand at the cemetery. My girl got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I just know she got hurt. Um, I do too. Like, I want to know what happened as well. Like, they're probably gonna
yeah,
show us how she survived it. That's what I
yeah.
think. For sure, hands down. I do think too that this is my prediction that they're gonna bring Tyler from Child's Play 3 back, and they're gonna bring that couple that you mentioned in the ride in Bride of Chucky because they're from Jersey. Remember,
Right.
they might even come back as a reunion. I just think you know why? Because Cobra Kai, the TV show, they're bringing back everybody from the original franchise film. So like season one, you had like two or three couple characters that are like iconic, and then the second season, you're bringing these other ones, and I think it'll be cool because it'll show that um Jake's team pretty much and Andy and Kyle, they have a bigger squad now. That's how I think.
Right.
Because if you think about it, Tyler, I actually like Tyler's character in Child's Play 3. I don't know how he looks now, but I think it'd be cool if he saw him and tells Jake, let me tell you my experience, how I dealt with
Right.
him, and then the couple from Jersey, because remember in Bride of Chucky, they were going to Charles Lee's Ray cemetery, the cemetery to get the Dembala. So
Right.
we don't know if they actually stayed in Jersey or they moved to another state. We assume they moved to another state, but it'd be cool to have that couple back. I'm just saying, I think that would be kind
Right.
of cool.
You know who I really want to see come back is Detective Norris. That was his name, right? Detective
Yeah,
Norris, the cop,
yeah.
and Andy's mom, Mrs. Barkley.
Oh,
Because whatever happened to her after part two, we only know that she was locked up in a mental hospital because they thought she was crazy. Can go on and on about Chucky, but if they don't keep it entertaining and fun and give what the Chucky fans want, which is horror, if they don't do that, and it's like a sequel, you gotta have a good sequel, or people are just gonna lose interest.
oh, oh, oh! I can't wait. Oh man, I've been watching them like every week. Like no lie, I just had to. It's just,
Right. Yeah.
and I've been watching your videos too. Like I'll be like, oh man, what Edgar-O say? I gotta hear what he said. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I'm telling you, you got a lot of knowledge. You know more than me. So I'm like, yo, let me let me take some notes.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that, and I'm really grateful, Edgar, to have you on the show. This been amazing, and I'm gonna wrap it up for my fans out there. This is the Outlet to Reality, the holdest podcast in Vegas and Chicago every Tuesday. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Ching! Y'all know where to find me. I'm on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, The Outlet to Reality, and on Instagram. My TikTok is at Yaakov 28, and my Snapchat is Take One Pass It.